you want to do, shout it, brother.
So she messaged you and said,
She said she wanted to reach out. She misses us. Mark misses me. So you can't just cut people off in life that are Christians, in my opinion. If somebody's a Christian, they're working on their faith, then you're supposed to still reach out and do their best. I mean, if they're working on their religion and you working on your religion, then you know, I mean, I don't see God being happy with that.
well,
Forgiveness is key.
again, I say it like this. Anybody that you said was family, I arms wide open let them into my life as well when we got together. And it's been several instances where a fallout has occurred, a conversation has occurred about respecting boundaries and things of that nature, and that kind of was the last straw for me.
Respecting boundaries and respecting family. That's family. I mean, that's two totally different things.
Yeah, it was a family issue, Chris, because she was talking about our core family to somebody I asked her not to tell our business to, give our information out to. I don't want them a part of our life. I don't want that person a part of our life. She knows that.
What do you think that she's learned her lesson since you've spanked her now?
Whatever. No, because she feels like she didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't know you haven't talked to her.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying that was just one instance, and of course the other thing is, you know, as your wife or somebody to tell me that they're more important to you than I am to you.
But did I say that?
That's what I'm saying. I ain't cut you out of my life.
But did I say that?
I didn't cut you out of my life, did I?
So as long as I didn't say that, you should know that. That's
Yeah,
not the
well,
situation.
you know, that was the problem because I think she crossed a lot of boundaries. Me being your wife, you know, her hanging out to 4, 5, 6 in the morning with you outside. That's just it was just disrespectful. A lot of things she did was just disrespectful to our relationship as a whole. And it's like she had no boundaries and no qualms about crossing lines. And even when I said something
But you
to
looked
her,
at it as a challenge as a woman versus a
it's not a challenge as a woman. It's just I just think
Otherwise
it's
you
out of
have no
line.
offense in it.
And, you know, no, it's it is out of line. It's not about having an offense.
If me and
with her or
Mark
not.
sat out there and talked for hours and hours.
And I have a problem with that too. You know that. You know that. It's
so
like
you
it's
cut
a
people off that
no.
want to hang out with me.
No, it's not that. It's just say, hey guys, all right, it's a cutoff time. You know, you can't hang
Then
out
that's
all night long.
Then that's all that needs to be said about it. You don't necessarily have to cut somebody out.
She was not cut off for that. That conversation happened about that already.
Well, you just brought it
before. I'm just saying, it's just one thing after another is what I'm telling you. It's just one thing after another. And again, I don't have to be friends with people. I don't feel like there's a friendship there.
Right.
There's nothing in the Bible that says that I have to keep up a friendship that's not a positive part in my life or relationship.
There's nothing in the Bible.
I'm just saying.
Search it because there's actually tons of scriptures in there of saying that, you know.
Oh, so stay friends with people that are not a healthy part of your life.
Friends with people. There's other scriptures in there that builds up the Christian faith and about what you do. You turn the other cheek. You forgive.
That's what I said. I turned the other cheek. That's all I have to do.
You forgive them 70 times 7 of the same offense.
Yep. Great.
So that means you put yourself in the same position. Unfortunately. I mean, that's quite literal.
So all these other friendships, I just should put myself right back in those friendships and keep turning the other cheek with those people.
That's unequally yoked friendships.
This is an unequally yoked friendship.
How is it unequally yoked friendship?
It's unequally yoked.
She's a Christian, you're a Christian.
All my friends are Christians. They go to church too.
They're living the life. Or they living the life for real.
Is she living the life as a married woman?
Yeah, she's living the life as a married woman.
Yeah, and what you're trying to say is all my friends that are Christians are gay. They're not. The people I'm talking about, they're cutting out. You said living the life. Are they living the life?
I'm speaking of a couple people that I know of I'm sorry, I'm actually one person that I know of that calls himself a Christian or that goes to church and that's living a homosexual life. It's one person.
Yeah, you said are they?
And the fact of the matter is, cutting her off is not love either. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you guys are not going to discuss and talk about what's offensive and what's offended, then you know that's cutting off. I mean,
you're not. If I can't come to you and say, "Hey, look, you've offended me in X, Y, Z," and you take that information,
if you have offense with your brother, go to him and him and him.
And I have, and you take that information and you decide to disregard what I said to you. There's nothing else for me to do.
Right. Well,
there's nothing else for me to do.
The Bible says for you to try in front of a pastor or people in the church. So there's a process that you go through when you have offense with your brethren, so to speak. Matter of fact, it says not to even go to praise and worship until you fix that offense. Unless, that person, you took them before a church, and you took them before your pastor, or took them before some type of deacon in the church, or somebody, whatever, mediator.
Well, that sounds like all your friends should be people in your church then. So you should cut off everybody that's not part of your church and not a part of your Christian walk.
The Bible does say
because you're not going to take your that's saying, you take your random friends and say, hey, like, I need you to go to church with me because we need to hash this out,
Well, I mean, reaching, we call them friends, I would call them associates. This is not a friendship. This is a family. She's a family. She's a part of the children's lives.
That's right, Chris. And they have a phone. They can pick it up and call him whenever they want to, and hang out with him whenever they want to, without even asking us, because that's how they live in their life anyway. They don't have to ask us for nothing.
Right.
They don't have to come through us for nothing. They don't have to cultivate relationships through us either.
You're right, but they also represent and see that relationships are still skewed. I still have a problem with Charity, or Charity still has a problem with me.
I don't have a problem. I just don't want to be friends with them. What's the problem with that? I don't have a problem with you. I just don't feel there's a friendship there.
Well, it's not, because it's a family.
Yeah. Well, don't feel like family, Don't feel like family. Like I said, we want a relationship with Chris, so we will deal with Charity type situation. And that's not family.
And then that's not worth it then for you to deal with it then?
Yeah, I did.
Or continue to deal with it?
Wholeheartedly.
How do you know they don't love you, they don't like you? I think that's garbage. I think she was a Charity fan. She was defending you.
All my friends said they would do that, so I make everybody family.
That's family life. Yeah. Friends are extended family. That's how I look at it. Placed in your life for a reason. To make you a better person and make them better people.
Like I've done in the past, I've had friends that's violated my friendship, that let them stay in my life, and it was certain parts of my life I refused to share with them because of that trust. So, and then it makes it awkward because it's like I can't be 100% open with you because I don't trust you. And I kept those relationships. That's what I've done all my whole life, just to keep relationships with people no matter how they treat me, what they do to me. And I'm just at a point in my life where I shouldn't have to do that. I shouldn't have to feel abused or violated or disrespected because somebody claims the title of family. I shouldn't. Even with your family, if I feel like I don't want to be around them, I don't have to be around them. They still can keep the title of family. I just don't have to be around them if I feel like they don't respect me or they're disrespectful to me. I don't. In the same situation, you can be family all day, but if I don't trust you, I don't like the dynamics, and I don't like the relationship, then I don't have to be around you. I don't have to subject myself to that. I don't have to have you over my house so I can feel uncomfortable because you don't know the appropriate time to leave, I don't have to feel like I gotta always be the bad guy because I don't like certain things, and I don't like certain things done around me, and I'll speak up about it. So now I'm a bad guy. No, this is just who I am at this point in my life because I've never said anything before. I was never this outspoken person that people see me as now because I spent my whole life getting stepped on because I just let people do whatever. I just let my food be bad and eat it anyway. I just, just let people say what they want about me and then forgive them when they say, oh, I really didn't mean it, over and over again. And I'm older now, and it's like I don't have to keep feeling that way. I don't. You didn't go by the mailbox.
Because I'm going by my appointment first. What time is my appointment supposed to be?
3 o'clock.
relationships, keep relationships, you know, because they're more concerned about whether or not I'm there to support them as a husband. I'm there to support you as a husband, but at the end of the day, too, I'm a person too. My relationship, I don't have a problem with them. I didn't have a problem with them hanging out with me.
You keep understand they're married.
Because both of them, I have a relationship with both of them.
Well, no, I understand they're married. I didn't have a problem with Mark. I have a problem with his wife.
Right, well, I don't have a problem with them at all, either one of them. And I think that the problem that you have is superficial. You know, and it's a conversation. And that conversation is simple. Hey, you hung out a little bit too late, you know, last night with Chris. You know, made me feel uncomfortable. Oh, okay, shoot. Well, I've had that conversation with her multiple times. Well, you know, you got to understand that your husband's got some freaking, you know, act in that too.
I do, and I wholeheartedly bring that up.
So then
and just like I tell everybody, I was like, you know what?
Fine, you'll be fine. And then next thing you know, you're freaking putting a gun to her head and assassinating her because, you know, your husband is like, whatever, who cares? We're kicking it, we're hanging out, we're talking, we're having a good conversation.
The thing about it is if when I step outside and say something, it should automatically say, well, that's the wife. I'm going to, you know, I hear what Chris is saying, but she straight up said, it's time to go.
Freaking, you know, put your coat on or put your hat on or whatever.
No,
come
because
out there and
I don't want to.
Well, exactly. So
I don't want to. I want to have, and those issues, it's like, I need my time with you. You can't cultivate that relationship like you're saying about every other relationship and just give up and say, well, this is what you're doing, so I'm not going to do that. You can't sit here and have a conversation with me about cultivating relationships with other people.
What was going to happen was she was going to go home and I was going to go right back outside and sit out there by myself. Or he was going to go home and I was going to go back there and sit out there by myself. And as long as they weren't at the house, they were respecting Charity and respecting her rules for her house and her husband. I'm not a damn pet. You know, I'm a person.
Yeah, I'm a person too. And if you same way with you, whoever makes you uncomfortable, they're gone. Period.
It makes me uncomfortable.
If the situation makes you uncomfortable, it's cut. Period. There is no, but there's nothing that with you. I don't do that. It's like, okay.
Yeah, well.
He's not comfortable with that. Sorry. And I keep it moving. You know, sorry, not sorry. This is who it is. Just like I tell everybody else. I say, you know, Chris not going nowhere. You, on the other hand, can go somewhere. So, you know, there's a difference. If me and him get into it, we're going to fix it. We're married. If you want to do the same stuff that he does, and then you're gone. Simple as that. I don't have to keep you around. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to, you know, any of that.
So just like a little child, you just cut off my little friends, no matter what, no matter who they are.
Your friends cut themselves off.
Right.
Literally, you married somebody they don't like, they cut you off. That's how it happened.
I don't think so. Everybody likes your Charity. It's all in your head. I'm just a different person. I kick it, I hang out, I sit back. I go to work and I come home. People want to hang out with me. It's not like I got a ton of friends anyway now. We live on the other side of the planet, so it doesn't matter.
So like, I mean, I guess you see it a different way. I just feel like, you know, things seem so much peaceful, more peaceful now.
Yeah, you got nobody around, period, to say anything, to do anything, to be anywhere, to be disagreeing, to be agreeing. You got yourself isolated. Isolation is not good.
It's not isolation. We're not
isolation. I feel isolated.
Isolated.
I mean, I'd like to see people in life, you know, my life, the way that my mentals are set up, I feel isolated and alone. So, to have somebody say that, you guys want to come by once a week, that's cool, have a barbecue. I'm like, well, yeah. That's how I was thinking that the whole time. You know? I mean, and the fact of the matter is that it's just this turn, man. The turn happens every time. If you watched it, you know, 3 times, it happens every time, no matter how many times I come around that corner, kind of jump over that curve. The truck is just gigantic.
These are made for little people's cards. To be continued. You know, you left that, you know, you leave those doors open with people where you don't completely close them because you feel like you can still be friends, and I'm telling you, you cannot.